Good afternoon, Michael Cormier from Lexus South Pointe, introducing you to the 2020 NX 300 F Sport 3 Series. The 2020s are starting to arrive now with a few upgrades from the 2019s. The NX 300 had a major overhaul in 2018, and the 2019 saw the NX being one of our most successful sales under the RX model. It is our mid-size SUV that is very popular in both a sport version and a non-sport version. Today we're going to take you through the F Sport 3 version and all its features and benefits. From the outside, you will see there are no real significant changes between the 2019 and the 2018. They still have the tri-LED self-leveling headlamps. We also have the windshield washer for the headlamps as well. You will also notice your parking assists are still on the front. And new to the 2020, the one feature is it now has the Lexus Safety System 2.0, and that now gives you the collision sensors for pedestrians in low light as well as bicycle detection. Now you also have the clearance sensor, so as you're coming up to something, it will beep as you're approaching it, and also from the back. On the front of the car, we also have the heated de-icing windshield wipers. You also have it heated up the glass, and they've also heated around the camera for your dynamic radar cruise control and your monitoring for pedestrians in low light as well. With the exterior, you still have the smart key system, so by pressing the button, your mirrors will automatically fold in if you choose to do so, and simply when the key is in the pocket, by holding the handle, the car opens up and you're ready to go. When we come around to the back side of the car, you'll see that it still has the fin for the antenna, and we also still have the fin designed for the back. Your windshield wiper with a heavy-duty rear defrost in the glass as well. You also have your parking sensors on the back. And with the 2020, you also have the rear cross traffic alert. So when you're backing out of a stall, and if there's two vehicles on either side of you, the car will detect a vehicle coming from left and right and stop you. So another of the safety features that are standard on a Lexus. For the rest of the vehicle, as is with roof racks, these rails come, and Lexus is partnership with the Thule system, and it's already gusseted out for those. The paint on your Lexus, up to 8 years for when you are washing it and you get those swirls in it. You park it in the sun, and it actually is a self-healing property. A fantastic finish to your paint. What we'll do now is we'll move on to the inside of the car. So with the F Sport 3 Series in the NX, as soon as you enter into the vehicle, you do have the ability to program your seat settings to 3 upon which driver. You also then have your left and right mirrors for the sides, and the ability to fold in those mirrors if you choose to do so. When you sit in the car, you'll notice with the F Sport Series in a Lexus, the front seats are bolstered. It's going to hug you on the sides. We do have the 8-way seats on both the passenger and the driver, with also your lumbar control. And then once you're sitting comfortably in the vehicle, you also have the telescopic for 300. You will see to the left of the driver's passenger, the left driver's side, the automatic high beams, another safety feature, which allows the high beams to automatically come on and off as it detects a vehicle approaching in the other lane, or as you are approaching a vehicle from behind. Another safety feature is the blind spot monitor, which will show up in your rear view mirrors on the passenger and driver side, plus the ability to open and close the trunk from behind. You also have your heated steering wheel and your panoramic view, which gives you two versions. One of you just sitting as a driver inside, and also for much more of a bird's eye view of 360 around the vehicle. Then we go up to our lights, which we always have in an automatic mode, which will have your daytime driving lights. And then on the other side, you have your windshield wipers that also have the automatic rain detection, which will allow it to control the windshield wipers for you. On the steering column itself, you also have the paddle shifter, so if you're feeling a bit spicier and want to drive with the paddle shifters instead of using just the drive mode, you can also do that. On the left-hand side of the steering column is the mode. Now the mode is what it adjusts on the screen, and once we start it up in a minute, you'll be able to see the different versions between the radio, the map, and the phone detection and all sorts of the features available on the screen. Below it is the Bluetooth accessibility and also the volume control. On the right-hand side of the steering column, you're going to see the control for the display in the front of the driver, which allows you to go through the different series, whether it be the tire pressure settings, your turning on your lane departure assist, your collision, all the safety features. It allows you to customize your ride as much as you want. Also down below that is the ability to turn on and off your lane departure with assist. So as you're driving with the lane departure assist, the car will detect the lines on the road. And if you are veering to one lane too closely, the car will notify you and give you the assist to push you back into the center of the lane. You also have the dynamic radar cruise control, which you mentioned earlier. And this is the ability to, if you're driving down the highway and you're approaching and you're cruising along at 110, and you're approaching someone who can't decide whether to do 109 or 115, this function, when engaged, will allow you to pace that vehicle until they move out of the way or you pass and resume bound to cruise, the cruise that you're going at. The three lines just represent the distance from which you can travel from that vehicle in front of you. There's close and further away distances that you can choose. With the F Sport 3 and the Executive in the non-sport and X300, you also have the heads-up display. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we will just light up our dash. And then looking forward ahead of you, you will see on the glass that seems to be floating is your heads-up display. The heads-up display will allow you to see how fast you're going. Also, you can adjust the tachometer if you want to see on there, and also the direction which you're traveling with the compass. It also gives you your lane departure assist. The nice thing is having that heads-up display really allows you to focus on the road and not have to look down at the dash as often. Great feature. So on the 10.3 inch screen, you will see that you have many options ahead of you. The destination, your audio, your phone, so you can sync your phone up to, and the NX300 also comes with Apple Carplay. So you can hook it up to your Apple and the screen will be mimicked onto the display, which is super handy if you are looking to find an address that's already existing in your phone. You can select that and pull it up on the maps onto your screen as opposed to entering in the data in the Lexus Inform app. You also have your climate control and the apps that come with the phone, and all by using the remote touch you can certainly select what you like for notifications, or at any time return to the menu or go back using the arrow. Most commonly is the maps function, and you do also have the ability to split the screen, so you can have maps on one side and then you can have audio or your climate control or anything you want up on the other side. Lots of great features, and this is just starting to get to the top of all of that is underneath with all the technology within it. When you come up to the climate control, you have dual zones. You have the temperature for the passenger as well as for the driver. You've also got your heated and cooling seats, and then below that you also have the CD player with your standard volume. Next to it, we have the sport mode and the normal mode and eco driving mode. These are three different levels at which you can change while you're driving on the fly. By simply turning the button to the one side, you switch it into a sport mode, which is a bit more of a spicier drive, which you can use with the paddle shifters. The sport mode will tighten the suspension and the steering column and allow for less body roll. It also changes your gear ratio, so you have that much more oomph, if you will, or spice of a drive. You can press the button down, which will just put it into normal driving mode for every day, or if you want to switch it to eco mode, that will then conserve on your fuel consumption and also regulate such things as the air conditioning unit that you have operating at the time. Most people, it's just normal. The car will learn how you drive and try to gain the best mileage as possible. Down below we also have your traction control and then the hold button. The hold button is new to a lot of people. When engaged and you are driving in town, when you come to a complete stop, a hold button will pop up on the dash, and that means you can remove your foot from the brake pedal and the car will remain stopped until you touch the accelerator and go again. That, as long as the hold button is on, every red light you hit, once you come to a complete stop, again, you can remove your foot from the brake, and then when you're ready to go, just press the accelerator. Again, to turn it off, it's just simply pressing the hold button. You have an electronic park brake, which is always on with the automatic function. And then again, we have our remote touch interface that works with our screen. The response on the touchpad can also be set, and as you move your finger around, you'll feel the touchpad bounce back to you, and just take some getting used to. When we go further down, you've got your vanity mirror with a small pocket. And under the armrest, in the Sport 3 mode, is your wireless phone charger. It's just a matter of throwing your charger on, and the phone will detect, even with the case on, and it will start charging. You also have the ability down below, 2 USBs, audio cable, and your 12-volt charger as well. So the NX300, being our mid-size SUV or crossover, still gives you plenty of room. I'm 6'1" in the mornings, and you'll see that it has still abundance of leg room before the seat in front of me from which I was just sitting. There is the position for 5 placements for people, but there is the armrest that is included if there's 4 of you, with the cup holders situated within. The seats do fold down. It's just a matter of simply grabbing the handle here, and you can set the position even to how much more recline you would like within the back seat. You do have also the connection down below to plug in a iPad or whatever charger you would like comes available. Now we'll go around to the back of the car. Now you do have the hands-free tailgate as well. Once open, you can adjust also from inside the beep and whether it's on and off. You also have the ability to use the hands-free on some models with the kick underneath the back of the car, which allows you to open the door while your hands are full. You've got a tonneau cover that can be removed for you, as well as with every Lexus here at Lexus South Pointe, we include the cargo liner to protect the carpet down below where you would find your spare tire. With every Lexus, we also include a first aid kit and all your manuals, absolutely, that has gone through with you when you pick up. We ask for about an hour, hour and a half of your time because we have delivery specialists here that want to go through every feature of your new car. And then when you drive away and completely forget because you're overwhelmed, we certainly welcome a phone call. Just come on back and we'll spend all the time we need to make sure you're comfortable with you. Even with the garage door remote, it is underneath the rearview mirror. If you get home, you can't get it programmed, you just simply give us a call. We'll have a service tech go out and program that for you. When you do have time and you want to come by and take a look at the car, take one for a test drive, we would love the opportunity to show you around our fantastic dealership as well. Once again, Michael Cormier, Lexus South Pointe. Look forward to seeing you on a test drive soon. Bye for now.